2 seed from the USA against Ali Hussein from Egypt. Ali on the left side of the court, 21-year-old from Cairo. Ranked 213 in the world. Having a decent run so far in the tournament, making the quarterfinals of a 20k event. No mean feat. You'll have to play some good stuff against Todd here to have any success in this match. Todd, a very solid, experienced player, based out of he's USA, but he's based in Bristol. Part of the year based in America for the other part. His current ranking is 54. His career high world ranking of 44 back in 2019. So he's a classy player. He's had beat some top guys on the tour. And for this match, I've got Andrew Cross joining me again.
Owen, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. You recovered from that last match yet?
Yeah, just managed to have a quick bite to eat and get back here for this next men's quarterfinal. Quite excited by this. I think he's moved to Egypt recently as well, right? I think he's been based there the last few months. I think he's decided to have a little change.
Right, yeah, that would explain. There's obviously with the border restrictions and stuff as they currently are, with the international travel, I think certain players being based in certain locations around the world have benefited from this tournament in India, for example. A lot of a strong Egyptian contingent in the tournament, both in the male and female events.
Yeah, so quite excited. I haven't seen actually Ali play for quite a while, so quite interested to see how this goes. He obviously upset a seed yesterday, David from Canada. So I'm quite interested to see how he goes here.
Yeah, that was a good result. David is a strong, solid player. Very mobile around the court. Plays at quite a high intensity, so he's one of those players who's always difficult to beat.
Yeah, it's not easy. He's already got the hand gestures out after the first rally.
Yeah.
Looks quite light on his feet, quite nimble around there.
Yeah, he's got such a relaxed swing as well that you don't see that often, Ali. He's very late racket prep on the forehands, but creates a lot of whip through. Definitely hard to read. Almost a little bit like Rami in terms of the sort of non-conventionals.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit late when that ball gets past him a little bit. And he just managed to get behind it. Let's see Todd just taking control of that middle area nice and early in these rallies.
Yeah, I think it's the higher seeded player in these sorts of matches where perhaps a player's come through and upset the round before. You want to sort of set your stall out early, get in front, really show them that they're going to have to do something special again to beat you.
Yeah, hold that. Yeah, holding that middle of the court, and there's just a little example of that back of the box nick there off a straight drive. I'm just going to have to be careful with that. I would probably go for a no like that. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit of a generous ask for that, and that's where Hussein's late racket prep might come back to bite him in some instances.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready to play.
There's seen plenty of room there to play.
a much more controlled, measured start than that last men's match we had. Both players opting to find their length early on rather than dropping too much into the front of the court.
Yeah, it's nice from Todd. He's really dominating these rallies. He's found his straight line early. He's hit the back of the court well so far. Ali, I think on the glass he's going to find this a little bit harder with that late racket preparation, as you said. With that late racket prep, it kind of takes the volley out. You know, I haven't seen him hit a volley just yet, so that's kind of gone, and probably wanting to step forward into that and volley it rather than let it go back.
Well, he hit such a strong length to the shot before and forced the weak return from Todd, and then just didn't capitalise on that. And I think against these top boys, if you want to have any success, you've really got to take all those clear opportunities that you're given, really.
Yeah, I mean, the higher the game goes, the more volleys around the middle that you need to be hitting, as the first one that he's hit so far. And again, maybe he's been listening to us.
He's got his earpiece in.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's a basic. Looks a very basic let all day long, right?
Yeah, Todd moved out of the way fairly quickly as well. Wasn't crowding him or anything.
Yeah.
Good camera angle that from the front to see those players, how just the dynamics of them moving around each other in the back of the court.
Yeah. Just clip the top of the tin there, Todd. Good
shot
they played that. Yeah, it was clever down the middle, and it was good that Ali played it.
Yeah, I think he was going to struggle to get the width on there to beat Ali, so managed to get that angle down the middle just right, enough to give him enough space and recover from being out of position. And there we go, that late racket prep there, it's perhaps forcing the error. Todd was turning the screw on him.
It's been quite a measured start here. I think from Todd, he's finding his way into it well. Nice little change of direction there onto the forehand.
Yeah, Todd just seems very comfortable on there at the moment at this pace, and he's not really getting him off the middle.
No, he's got to he's got to change something here. It's a bit too comfortable almost. See there at the back of the court, he's got loads of time on the ball. The ball's bouncing off the back of the wall. So Todd's got ages to try and pick which shot he wants to hit. You don't see him rushing really ever back to the tee at the moment. Only when he kind of whips then that burst, then that seems to just cause an issue.
Yeah, that's the one advantage of that forehand. It is very deceptive and hard to read because it all happens so late and so quick.
It seemed like
asking
he
for a
was.
court clean ready
Yeah.
very early on. Doesn't look like either player have done too much work yet, but just a testament to how hot it is on court there. You can see the sweat
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah, you can actually. I was surprised so early that a court wipe was needed, but you can see from this camera angle that there is a bit of sweat on court. Although, if anything, it looks worse now than it did before he mopped it.
Yeah. Both players have got the headbands and wristbands on, so they're doing what they can to prevent the sweat drops on the court. Maybe a few more towel breaks will we see in this match as it gets a bit warmer throughout the day.
Yeah, we got a little bit of questioning about the score. 2-5 is correct.
Yes, ma'am. Hussein, I think we should win the shots. Okay? Safety again, I'll give you.
That time Todd's been spending in Egypt, is that just for training purposes, do you know, or if he's seeing a coach out there? I know he's coached by Hadrian Stiff, based in Bristol.
Yeah, I think he's been with Hytham. I think he's been there. I think.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but I think that's where he's been working out there. I think he's been there a few months, I think.
I'm a big advocate of players seeking different coaches, getting different opinions on their game. I think it can add a lot, getting different opinions rather than sticking with one way, potentially all the time.
Yeah, I think sometimes you need to see a different perspective of how things are done differently around the world. Obviously, England has one different system of working and Egypt has another, and at the moment they're definitely world leaders in the sport, so yeah, it's interesting to see what they're doing and how they do it.
Ali's getting into the game a bit here, seems to be spending a bit more time in front of Todd on the tee.
Yeah, that length he was hitting is just not as overhit as it was in the first few rides. That's a good length from Todd. Now it's twisting him back in there.
Nice. Good to see Todd using that lift. Not a shot we've seen much in the previous games today.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a little bit of variation in there. I mean, just to relieve that little bit of pressure. It's interesting. Ali's almost gone here to one straight, one cross.
Maybe that's his game plan. Just
to keep mixing it up as they hit a few straight now down the line.
I mean, Todd's very good in straight lines, but he's also, I think, a very smooth mover, so you've got to do something to disrupt his rhythm, hold, turn it around the angle, that sort of thing.
Yeah, the boast so far has been his best weapon, Ali.
Just hitting the floor there on that shot.
Yeah, he just got stuck a little bit behind, didn't quite push up as he probably wanted to.
Yeah, I think that boast on this court especially seems to take it really well. It really kicks around off the sidewall quite fast. If you make it deceptive enough and show the length, it can be a difficult shot to pick up.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's not easy, and especially with that late racket prep that he has. That's the way he whips it around. It's almost the same as what he's hitting that straight drive. That's why Todd's now just a little bit unsure if he needs to go front left or back right.
It's one of those ones where if Todd's hitting that length, really piercing and sort of keeping it in that back corner, that big swing and late swing is going to cause Ali a lot of problems. But if he's got the time and space to wind up for it, then he can do some damage there. Be interesting to see as the game goes on, what sides Todd tends to target.
So he was quick onto that, Ali. He didn't mess around, and he's got himself back to 6-all here.
Yeah, from being 4-1 and 5 to that.
Yeah, he's just got himself back into it, and he's starting to look like he's taking control of these rallies a little bit more. He's spending a little bit more time on the tee now.
I mean, on that forehand, I'm pretty sure everything's going cross from Ali. I don't know if the backhand, obviously with the right-handed players, the backhand is the stereotypical sort of rallying side. Most players tend to play the majority of the shots down there. Didn't quite have the camera angle for that one.
No, obviously Ali feels pretty strongly that he would definitely have got it. No, Todd's just saying, looks like he's going for me.
7-6, and out 7-6.
A little bit unlucky because he hit a really good length there through to the back of the court and then just clipped the top of the tin.
Yeah, that was close. I think he played that exactly right. It was, if that was a millimetre higher, that would have been a perfect drop, leaving it so short.
Just started to get a little bit further back in front here, Todd. Just in this rally, but
yeah, Ali's hitting a better length, but yeah, Todd's, you're right, he's tidying it up well. I'm looking for that volley more.
get across there and onto it, and then he's got to watch out on that forehand.
He's having a lot of success when he is managing to squeeze it tight on that backhand. And he's dragging it out to the middle sometimes. You can tell the angle in short or hold and cross.
Yeah, and then he just squeezes that back of the box nick on this court. It's 7-all in the first, which is just good timing. Got a little bit more, looks a little bit more comfortable here again, Todd. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's really mixing the paces up. Probably the best we've seen today, hitting the extremes, using the height on the front wall, and not just hitting the ball as hard as he can to length.
He's done that really well, actually. That backhand cross-court lob is beautiful.
Really gets his opponent out of position there. I mean, Ali's having to jump to volley that. If he's not hitting that target on that volley, there's no way he's recovering if Todd's quick on that next ball. Really clever shot to play.
And
just
again,
catching that nick again.
Off a straight drive.
Yes, Todd seems to be hitting that consistently. Better length there and getting rewarded for it. I guess they're always deemed as lucky shots, but you are aiming for that target, that width and length to be the back of the service box. And especially on the cross court, you're aiming for that to try and catch that nick.
It's more where you're hitting the target areas are good. But yeah, I mean, the last few rallies from Todd here have been, apart from the two back of the nicks, they've been really good, solid rallies here. He's really taken back the control, and he's held and crossed it, and then.
Yeah, you're right. He's not doing anything particularly special with the ball, but he's moving it around really nicely.
Yeah, that could be an outlet.
He's giving a stroke.
He's giving a stroke. Can't believe it.
What do we know?
I thought he was going to give a no-let, and that was the end of the game there.
Ali seemed to trip up on his. I'm not sure if it was his own feet or Todd's trailing leg a bit there, but I wouldn't have said it was a stroke.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have gone either a let or no let. To be honest, I was leaning more towards a no let because Ali didn't seem to make the gestures that you would if someone had stood on your foot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, that's a great touch there. Great shot.
Oh.
Intentional shot down the middle, do you think?
Yeah, I think that was intentional, and I think that was very clever because Todd was just sneaking over for that forehand volley. So
I mean, his backhand drop was tight, so he would have struggled to get that width on the cross court to beat him on the volley. So, very effective shot down the middle there. Well played. Just the 1 point in it now.
Oh, what a winner!
Oh, for that. Just the serve from Ali there, not perhaps concentrating on that as much as he should have been, and getting punished for it.
Yeah, just the way Todd managed to just get that straight down the wall there. Yeah, it's good. Well, 21 minutes. I didn't feel it was that long.
Interestingly, Ali, the first player back on court here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he changes going into this game. He obviously got a little bit better around the mid part of the game. Yeah, started to be a little bit more disruptive.
Yeah, I think had he not had that 4-1 deficit at the start of the game, he could have been, I know it was 11-9, but perhaps could have taken that first game there.
Yeah, for sure. I think Todd played probably the last four. Yeah.
Towards the end of that game, he started getting himself back in front and having that time on the tee, and started playing a little bit better there towards the end.
Yeah, you do tend to see that when. Yeah, with these higher ranked players, you can stay with them for sort of mid game, late game, like 7-8 all, that sort of thing. Then they do really pull away and up their quality and go up that gear towards the end of each game when they're playing the lower ranked opponents. Ali getting one back there.
Yeah, he's thankful for it as well. Probably prefer it at 9-all.
Yeah. There's going to be a no let there.
Yeah, I was left it on half court and it got punished.
Ali was almost doing better in that first game when he was firing a few more shots into the front of the court and playing that post a bit more regular and just sort of getting Todd off the tee, because his length isn't really high enough quality to disrupt Todd at the moment.
Yeah, it was almost like he was just hitting, not really allowing Todd to settle, you know. He was hitting one angle and then changing it with another angle. So either the cross or the burst, and just not really allowing Todd to set his feet in a position. So just making him visit the corners, even though it might not have been as accurate as he maybe wanted it to be. But he was moving Todd around, getting him off the middle of the court.
Todd's making him do some work in that rally though. He was moving him around more than Ali was the other way.
Yeah, but there was a lot of big movements there from Ali, but he's managed to come out with the point. But you're right, he was kind of on the back foot a little bit there.
Well, he's positioned himself for that shot too early then. He was stood up on the ball and no momentum going into it.
Yeah, just moving out of it.
Ali taking a 2-point lead here.
Quick.
Just slipped on a bit of sweat there, I think, at the back of that court.
The volley on the forehand there from Todd was quick, because I don't think Ali expected him to volley it.
Yeah, it was a great sort of cross-court cross and then ripped that angle back at him.
Yeah.
Didn't give Ali much time to get back to the tee and reset and before he had to go get the next shot.
Yeah, good from Todd. I like that. I like the depth on the backhand drive and then pushing forwards to take that volley nice and early, and added in some good power into that volley.
Yeah, he's getting on that volley aggressively and hitting that angle like that one there as well, where it's just second bouncing into the sidewall, really forcing Ali to step up the court and take it.
Yeah, it's been really good the last two rallies for that. And that,
It's a nice shot.
yeah, I felt that volley he wanted the volley, but it just wasn't quite there for that backhand volley, and then he forced it a bit and left it a bit short.
Todd a bit wiser to the shot down the middle that time.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get it off the forehand sidewall. Back in the lead here, Ali.
A few mistakes creeping in.
Yeah, and again, his body weight's just going backwards just as he's hit that, although that came at him pretty quick down the middle. Didn't really have much time to adjust.
Yeah, Ali's doing well here to rattle off some points. I think it's clear that Todd's the one in control of most of the rallies here, and the one moving the ball around. But Ali's doing well to pick his opportunities and be clinical on Todd's loose balls. Obviously, coupled with the errors, it's giving them the lead.
Yeah, he's done really well actually. Well, did well to play it. I thought he was going to ask.
Yeah, you're almost waiting for Ali just to get just out of reach and then freed up the space at the front of the court. It's good.
It's good.
Todd playing those balls. Ooh.
Yeah. It's a good rally from Todd actually. He's put a lot of work into Ali's legs there.
Do you agree with that decision there at the end? No let?
Tough. Yeah, tough. I would have probably gone let. Yourself?
Yeah, I think Ali's shown he's getting those in the other rallies. Todd didn't quite catch that length of landing service box. I think he's definitely capable of returning that. Ali obviously showing his frustration at the decision here. Not happy with it.
Yeah, I'd probably say from Ali's point of view, he'd done a lot of work in that rally, so a good time to show some frustration. Get a bit of breath back, 'cause he covered a lot of court there. I think that's why Todd's pretty eager to get on with it. Yeah, that's not gonna be a let.
Just that whip he generates on that forehand. When he hits it right, it is really effective, especially on this quick front wall.
Yeah, and Todd had just left it in a poor position, just left it a little bit short, and it was either going to be the straight drive or the burst, and that time he chose to whip it down the wall and just run away from Todd a bit too much, a bit like that. That's not going to be a let.
Yeah, it's left it far too loose there to expect a let ball.
Yeah, I can't have any arguments on that one. Just caught the top of the tin. He worked the opportunity really well.
He's managed to sort of keep hold of this 2-point lead throughout the whole of the game. Todd's obviously not clipping that short ball as nice as he'd like. A few errors sneaking in from that. Potential double bounce.
That's
there,
good.
Clinical anyway.
Yeah, that's a little bit of extra power there from Todd, just to add a little bit more intensity into his hitting to take that through to the back of the court.
Yeah, it's good to see. I think that's where his... Oh, well played. Not sure what happened there. That was great adjustment, very quick. Yeah, what I like from Todd is that variation of pace. It means when he does add that sort of extra 5-10% onto his shots, it's so much more effective because he is hitting the slow ball and measuring it and really slowing it down in some shots. And then when he speeds it up accurately, it's catching Ali off guard a little bit.
Oh, that's
No.
Yeah, that's not going to be on it. No, I felt that was too good.
I think he's just got to go, if he wants that, he's got to go behind Todd there.
Yeah, and try and get it.
Or at least get his racket on it and show he's there to play it. I mean, if he's just running into Todd and asking, you're not showing the ref that you are capable of getting the ball, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. Just felt like it was his own cross. That's that extra bit of power there. And again, and now this is the first time that Todd's had the lead in this game. I'm hoping that someone's going to clean that slide in the back.
Yeah, I was going to say, someone's going to need to mark that. Ali was volunteering himself.
I thought he was just going to get on and serve then. That's what it looked like.
Well, Todd's just having 3 fairly quick points on the bounce there and giving himself the lead for the first time this game. And what a good time to do it at the end.
Yeah, and as we've been told, it's just that little bit of extra 5-10% power that's won most of the rallies for him. Mixing it in with those good lobs. Again, big movement from Ali to the front. He's on the ropes again here. Good change of angle again there from Todd.
Yeah. Had an interesting comment in the YouTube comments from Evan Chu saying, future world number 10, Ali Hussein. I'm not sure if he means top 10 or exactly number 10 there, but obviously backs his ability.
Again, they're good. When he steps up, Todd, he can be really aggressive on that ball. And then he steps up on that and then lobs it. It's really nice to see.
It just shows great ball control, doesn't it? To be able to move onto a shot aggressively with your movement, but still have the soft hands to take the pace out of the ball and lift it.
Yeah, it's good. Always good. Almost got it. Yeah, that's a big win for him. That I feel that's going to be a big game changer here. I think if Ali had won that second, 1-1,
yeah, it's a strong,
maybe just a little
strong fight back that from the Egyptian. Really making Todd work for it.
Yeah, I just felt like just as he walked up.
Play with this in 60 seconds.
See Mahesh there, on later on in the day, just relaxing in the bright pink shirt, I think. In the back left of the back wall there.
Yeah, and his opponent, Mazen Gamal, just sat in the middle.
Yeah, that'll be a great game, I think.
Yeah, I've been treated so far to. And this will be the third good men's quarter-final.
Interested to see if Ali can still change something up here and maybe find another avenue to win points, because at the end of that game it just looked like Todd was just in complete control. Came from 8-6 down straight through to 11-8, 5 points in the bounce.
Good from Todd, that cross court. And using a bit of hole, that's really nice. I mean, pushes him really deep and then gets out to take the forehand volley nice and early.
Yeah, he's really controlling Ali's movement here really well. So again,
not the
just solid
quite yeah, not the right time for that burst. The ball seemed a bit tight for it.
Left a bit of his racket on the court with it, I think.
Yeah.
Todd picking it up.
If Todd gets into this, I mean, gets a good start in this, just got to be careful. I think if he gets a good start here, he might see Ali's shoulders drop a bit. I'm hoping we don't, because it's been a good match so far.
Yeah. Consider the ranking difference. It's been a lot more competitive than you'd expect. About 150 places difference in the rankings. Ali's definitely playing above his ranking.
Yeah, he's a long way above his ranking here. Good angle to see how tight that stayed. It's quick.
Brutal diagonal that was. Shot down the middle again.
Yeah, I thought Todd was going to give us the in between the legs there. Just couldn't quite get in position. Quick enough.
Not been watching Darren Selby enough.
Yeah. Thought he'd made a good enough adjustment there just to try and get that on top of the tin, but just clipped the tin.
Yeah, Ali's got a very deceptive way of just sort of sticking in the rallies where he's under pressure and just eking out those points through just returning shots a bit better than perhaps Todd's expecting from him.
Oh yeah, that's going to be too good. Good camera angle to see that as well.
Yeah, a little stare down from Ali, but I'm not sure he can be upset with that. It's his shot down the middle. Todd's just adjusted for it.
Yeah, it's even worse when you turn around and you see the ref's already put his head down to mark the score for the next point.
Got no chance of a let ball there.
Yeah.
He almost top spins that forehand length sometimes. the way he hits it.
Yeah.
Really makes the ball kick on when it hits the floor. And he holds that racket grip almost hanging off the edge of the bottom of the racket.
Yeah. It's different. I think those volleys there for him are pretty comfortable. It's the ones that come a little bit quicker. It's a good squeeze again from Todd on the backhand. He's quick though.
Yeah, again, Ali's just hanging in and making the opportunity for himself there.
Yeah, he's turned the rally around here. He kind of didn't do enough with it. Composed from Todd though to get himself back in. That lob just kind of won it for him.
Yeah, he's had a lot of success in that short, soft touch shot to the front backhand corner as well. Ali tries to go in and hit out quite a lot, and when Todd's running that in tight, it's very hard to hit out off of it.
Shot.
That's severe, very severe. He knows that could have been an important point in that one.
Yeah, got himself back in front there as well. That's not where he wants to leave it on Todd's volley on the forehand. Yeah, he's getting a little bit carried away then, even though he'd already been given the point.
Yeah, he's very animated on court, isn't he, with the hand gestures and reactions.
Oh.
I mean, a fair amount of errors from that sort of position from Todd, though, when he's had to make the sort of get down low and make the adjustment on that front backhand, just clip the tin both sides.
Yeah, something for him to have a little look at.
I'm sure these guys all watch their matches back anyway, see what they've done right, done wrong.
I'm sure they'll have me and you on mute.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess when you're quarantining in a hotel, you've not got much else to do as well these days.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave the hotel.
It's been a nice change of pace from Todd out the back. Ali's doing well here though.
Yeah, he's
putting it back on the front wall.
He's just good at staying in these rallies really until he gets that opening. He's almost playing more of counter-attacking style.
Yeah, he's just absorbing so much at the moment. That's going to be a stroke. Yeah, just absorbing and waiting for that one chance to try and change the rally around.
It's great then. Great way to shot that from Todd. Oof.
That was interesting.
Don't think you're ever getting a stroke for that though. Despite his best.
Yeah, despite him showing the hand signal.
I think that almost makes the refs go the other way sometimes.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
It's a great boast. Todd didn't see that one at all.
So here we are, 7-all.
Yeah, it'll be
In the
interesting.
last game, in the last game, Todd just upped it from here. Interesting to see if he can do it again.
This is obviously Ali's last chance now.
Oh,
done that
second
now.
time he's hit that.
It's an unbelievable winner from there as well. It's caught Ali completely off guard.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's one of those you're kind of expecting someone to stop or hit a straight down the backhand wall. He's whipped around that burst.
Little Aussie boast from the forehand, and no one's doing it.
Yeah. Well, that's nice because he's hit a few cross from there. I think he's going to get blocked out. Yeah.
Ali there just going to wipe his hands on the walls and then realising he can't do that anymore. Opted for the wristband instead.
Oh, I didn't quite get that right. Todd had read it. Can be a good shot, but if you just kind of overplay it a little bit too much, or if it gets read, it can cause you so much trouble, that down the middle shot.
Yeah, you've really got to make sure you've threatened the straight ball and that wide cross court before you're playing it, just to make that opponent push across. Otherwise, it's a dangerous shot to play, like you say. It's a good finish, that.
Yeah, I don't think Todd's going to get anything there.
Pulled it back to 9-all here. Could nick this game if he can rattle off a few points here. Todd's not going to want to expend any more energy than he needs to. Obviously looking to advance to the semis tomorrow.
He's got such an open position up high on that forehand volley, Ali. I feel the only place he can hit is cross court.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's either that or he sort of almost rolls it over a little bit to have to hit
Oh,
straight.
great shot.
Right.
What a get.
Oh, it's unbelievable, and he's made a mistake. That's an absolute gift from Todd there. Really needed to maintain the pressure.
Huge dive from Ali, and then to get the next one.
I'm wondering if Todd was a bit wary of that sweat patch when he went in for that last ball there. Didn't want to quite commit with the leg on the lunge. Played it quite standing up and upright.
Yeah, we're having a court wipe.
Here we are, his first game ball of the match. Classic squash court graze on the knees from the dive there from Ali.
Yeah. Alright, here we go, it's first game ball. Oh, big chance. Oh, good width.
There he goes. The first time he's hit that extra wide width, he was aware Todd was looking for that volley. He's been punished for it a few times.
Oh,
Great string of points there from Ali. Shots.
Yeah. You can see Todd's almost a little bit nervous almost. He's going with big margins at the moment.
But he's that backhand drop there he hit was quite high, but it was tight and forced the loose ball from Ali, which he cleaned up nicely. Draws level again.
Oh, quick change around from now back to match ball down.
Yeah, and Todd not wasting any time with that serve as well. Wants to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, I was going to say that looked tight from what we saw there. The ball just dying at the back of the court, and the way the line of it. Although we didn't see the shot, it looked like it was going to be too good.
Yeah, and Todd seemed very happy with that as well to get off in 3. Ali definitely playing above his ranking there and threatening him in every game. I mean, a 55-minute 3-love is not easy to do. Some very competitive rallies in there.
Yeah, I think Todd's going to be happy with that for sure, because he didn't really want to be extended to 4 or 5. You know, he wants to try and be nice and fresh for tomorrow. He's got El Hamami tomorrow, who's done an extra 23 minutes work than him. So, yeah, he'll want to be nice and fresh for that semi-final tomorrow.